It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Joe Mixon. He was terrific a week ago. Well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Bengals and the Cards, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, 2-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A nice pickup at 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made the conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon. Into space at the 45.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they go play action now. Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Go to the play action, see if you can sneak your tight end out there and find him open in the end zone.
And just defensively, they weren't fooled and able to bat it away. Burrow on 3rd down.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Burrow on play action. His throw incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Murray. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to have the Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray again. It's complete to Brown, right side. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray going to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now on 1st down.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st down, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again, Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Cards go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a long 11-play drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
A good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And that game's gone to the half, all tied at 3 apiece. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Down the sideline he goes. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Burrow now off the bootleg. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. He's got room to roam.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Burrow looking to pass. And this will be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today. that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr., his second touchdown on the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's into the hands of Pascal. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Inside give to Elliott. Shoves him aside. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. Ooh, the juke. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Murray now to throw. And Pascal's got it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Murray now on 1st down. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Steps away to his left. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Ball start. Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's another 1st down, as this time they get an even 20.
Higgins with the big play and coming off of back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Those are plays you expect to see him make. Only the 2nd player in Bengals history with 3,000 yards in his first 3 seasons.
115 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr. his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Now Murray again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Here comes 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray under pressure, and they got to him again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jordan Battle.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Well, that 2nd half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the 2nd half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the 2nd half,